everyone, myself Tanvi Gilotra, SST teacher of Yojana Vihar branch. Today I am going to start with chapter number 1 of civics, that is on equality. In this book of class 7, we will understand about the concept of constitution. Constitution we will read later on, but in this chapter number 1, we will study about the concept on equality. Equality means equal. Everybody knows the meaning of equal, that anything can be LHS or RHS. It should be considered equal. But according to the concept of civics and our society, every person living in the country, every person living in a democratic country should be considered equal. No discrimination should be there. So in this chapter, we will study about equality. How inequality faced by the people and how equality should be accepted by. So now we will study about the aim and objectives of this chapter. Basically, what is the objective of studying this chapter? Why we are studying this chapter? That is to understand about recognizing dignity. Dignity and self-respect is needed, much needed by everyone. So, in this chapter, we will study about dignity also. I can state you one example that Mr. and Mrs. Ansari came to the society for to buy a flat. But due to their caste, all the apartment peoples living in an apartment denied to give them the flat on rent because they are of Muslim religion. But this should not be there. We should not hurt anyone's self-respect and dignity. To understand about equality in Indian democracy, I told you before also in the general introduction that in Indian democracy, equality should be needed by everyone. No one should be considered as rich or poor. Everyone should be equal to everyone in eye of all, because we all are the children of Almighty. So, in democracy, key of democratic government. The first key is people participation. Second is conflict resolution. And third is on equality. In this chapter, we will focus on one of the key that is equality. So the next topic of this chapter is universal adult franchise. You all have studied in class 6 also. Universal adult franchise is basically, the meaning is that any citizen of India who is above 18 age is capable of giving the vote, has the right to give the vote. Similarly, right to vote based on equality. Yes, only one part of equality has been defined, that the person or whether he is a male or a female, if he or she is above the age of 18 has a right to vote. But what about right of equal living? What about equal working conditions? What about caste identity, even in minds of educated urban youth? And what about Dalit? So, right to equal living. I have already stated an example that Mr. and Mrs. Ansari are not allowed to live in a society. Why? Because they are of Muslim religion. So, where equality has been given? This should not be there. What about equal working conditions? If a Brahman religion person is working in a private office, if a person is Dalit, he or she is not allowed to be work in the same office because Brahmins work there. So this type of inequality should also not there. What about caste identity? Even in minds of educated urban youth, I can state you an example of a Dalit boy studied in a school. All the people are of different caste, but what about Dalit boy? Teacher asked her to wipe the floor and sit alone from everyone. Why? Because he is of Dalit caste. But this should not be there. We should not adapt this thing in life that only in theory we study that equality should be there. But in our today's living life, equality should be needed in practical life also. It is our duty to give respect to each and every one. What about Dalit? So the last point is, what about Dalit? I can state you an example. Om Prakash Valmiki has written about autobiography on Jutan, experience of growing up as a Dalit boy. He has given his example that he was studying in a school, but he was not given the treatment given to other students. Teacher asked her to wipe the floor, to sit alone because he is of Dalit caste. So this type of thing should also not be there. This is also an example of inequality. Now the next is recognize dignity. Unequal treatment violates dignity. Yes, if the treatment should not be equal, it's hurt. It hurts their self-respect also and their dignity also. Self-respect also should not be challenged. We should not challenge anyone's self-respect. If I am also there and you are also in the class, for example, a teacher and a student, and the parents also, everyone needs self-respect. Self-respect is the biggest ornament of our people living in our country. So we should not challenge anyone's self-respect. Equality in Indian democracy. Now, what is equality in Indian democracy? We already say that we live in a democratic country. India is a democratic country. But how India should be a democratic country? Everything should be fair in our country. No injustice should be there. No inequality should be there. No discrimination should be there. So, every individual in India, including male and female person, from all caste, religion, tribes, education and economic background are recognized equal. If we give respect to all female and male person, all caste person or religion person, no inequality treatment should be given to each and every one. So then only we can recognize equal. Every person is equal before law. For the law and for the constitution, every person should equal. Nothing should be discriminated in any perception. Every person has access to public places. In the previous years or in the previous time, what happened that if the Brahmin is passing from a road, no Dalit is allowed to pass from there. So they are considered untouchable. So untouchability should also be abolished. Untouchable peoples are also called Harijans, but they should not be there. I can give an example of a movie, Dharam. Dharam is a movie you can also see on YouTube. There is a major discrimination as given between the higher caste and the upper caste, but it should not be there. We have to adapt this thing in the practical life also. These are the definitions which you have to learn very carefully from this chapter. First is universal adult franchise, as we have already started in the chapter, in between of the chapter. Second is dignity. Third is constitution. Fourth is civil rights movement, and fifth is Dalit. Start with the topic implementation of equality by constitution. Now in this topic we will study about how constitution helps to implement the equality. First of all, by laws, and another is by government programs to help disadvantaged communities. By laws, that laws is made by everyone and laws is equal to everyone, and laws is for everyone. No one can change the law if he or she is poor, so law is different. No, this could not be like this. And how government help for the disadvantaged group are that government introduced many programs to help the disadvantaged communities to be a part of our society. Example of one of the government scheme is midday meal scheme. Midday meal scheme is introduced by the government for the poor students who get enrolled in government schools. The main agenda of starting the midday meal scheme is that the students get more enrollment in the school, attend the school, attendance should be good of the students, and their mothers should also get the help from the government side, that the school provide the free lunch to the students, and mother and father both can earn for their livelihood. So midday meal scheme is a very good scheme started by the government. Now the third point is changing attitude. How we can change our attitude by keeping the equality word in our mind. It takes time. Slowly and gradually we have improved the meaning of equality. Now no caste discrimination has been done in school also. Any caste, any religion person can take admissions in school also. But most of the things can change by the continuous struggle. Struggle is needed in each and every field. And third thing is, we should not adapt equality only in the books, but in the practical life also we have to change. We have to implement the things in our living ground. Now, changing challenges ahead. Struggle for the recognition of all persons as equal. We have to treat every person equally. I have already told you before, no one is small and no one is big, no one is rich and no one is poor. Everyone is equal because we all are the children of Almighty. Third, struggle for the dignity to maintain. Self-respect and dignity is needed by everyone. No example like Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansari should be repeated in the today's life. Everyone should be treated equally because we are living in a democratic country, and in a democratic country all are equal. The question answers of this chapter. The next topic is assignment. You have to solve this assignment very carefully and learn it side by side because these questions are very much important as these are from inside the book and which helps you to understand the chapter more better. Thank you very much. Definitions. These are the question answers from your book only, back exercise question answers which are very much important for you. So learn and read it very carefully. The question answers of this chapter. The next topic is assignment. You have to solve this assignment very carefully and learn it side by side because these questions are very much important as these are from inside the book and which helps you to understand the chapter more better. Thank you very much.